It's a great day. My name is Che Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country where we are on a mission. And our mission really is to empower. Our mission is to inspire. And our mission is to provide you, that's right, you, the hard-working entrepreneur, with all of the resources that are necessary to execute that big vision you have for the people you were called to serve. On this episode, we have the one and only Brian B.T. Hines. And he'll be talking about your first impression. Wow. Couldn't be a lasting impression. Oh, let's talk about that in a minute. First, let me slow down and say hello to the one and only Brian, or can I say BT, who's in the building. What's going on, BT? How you doing today?
Everything is fantastic. I hope you are.
Yes, I'm doing fantastic. And thank you to viewers. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. You have a lot of choices and you choose to be with us. So thank you. BT, before we get started and talk about how famous you are and your background and all the wonderful things you've done and all those cool suits you put together and how you make people look amazing, I have a question. And I just want to answer because it might be on someone's mind. But people often say you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Why do you believe this is so true in business?
Well, thank you for having me on the show. I believe that statement is true in business because before you open your mouth and say a word, the way that you present adds value to who you are from the time you enter the room, from the time you sit down, and everything that you do.
And you said before you even say a word. So take a minute because I like to do it one level deeper if we can. Maybe give us an example. What is our appearance saying about us to other folks who are in the room? And that's the question. So you say, hey, before you even say a word, your appearance or how you stand or how you position yourself or what you have on is already speaking louder. Talk about that a little more,
Yes.
please.
Well, I'll speak to it from a well-groomed gentleman. The statement that he makes before he says a word is one of confidence, one of boldness, one of kind of just setting the stage for who he is or she is as a person. So having that opportunity to make that impression is often spoken, like I said, before anything is even said. And if we even need to go deeper than that, that's what I do. BR Bespoke is the pinnacle of bespoke luxury, men and women's wear. And so what I do is take away the thought that you would even have. So what do I wear for this? What do I wear for that event? Anywhere from the boardroom to the banquet. And what I do is specialize in what looks good on you, not necessarily going with fashion, which is trends, but we go with style. Style is what looks good on you. And that's where we start at our base level. By that, we add value immediately. So, yeah.
I like that. And as folks are listening to you, some folks, they don't know who you are. I mean, I know you're famous all over the world, and some folks are probably saying, Shay, I'm in the kitchen cooking right now, or I'm at the gym right now. But I like what I'm hearing from this guy. There's a lot of guys saying, wait a minute, do I have to wear a suit in order to be cool or to communicate that? I don't know. We'll ask that question in a few minutes. But first, because he said it goes on your style. So, it's all about you. But first, let's slow down and we'll do that. And can you take a few minutes, BT, and tell folks, who are you? What's the backstory that led you to this profession that you're in now?
Wow. So, my name is Brian B. Tillane, or BT Hines, and my backstory is simple. I started out. My grandmother was a seamstress by trade, and I started out hanging around with her in her sewing room. And one thing she didn't like to do was men's suits because she said there were too many pieces and components to it. And I just simply said, well, Grandma, don't worry about it. I'll make men's suits for you at age maybe 3 or 4, not knowing that that would actually be what I would end up doing. So it is a labor of love, number one, but my grandmother actually sewed into me at an early age. And so I just took it from that statement into what I do now.
That's well said, as you said that. And if you had to narrow down to one lesson you learned from your grandmother that's really helped push you forward, what's the one lesson that you've learned from your grandmother that still works today?
She wouldn't say it this way, but I say the sexy is in the details. The details are the
Tell us
sexy
about
is
that. That's
all in the
good.
details. Yeah, the details are the stitching, the edge, the thread, uh, all of the customizations that come standard on a BR bespoke suit. All of those itty bitty details again make a statement before you say a word. There are markers and identifiers that communicate to who a well dressed man is. And other men, when they see, and women, of course, when they see that, they say, okay, that must be a well fit, well manicured, well tapered, and tailored suit. So, all of those details, the sexiness of the details, is what makes a BR bespoke suit the pinnacle of tailoring.
And you spend years helping people look their best. What has surprised you the most about the connection between style and self confidence? What's really surprised you the most? And there was a time I used to get my hair cut. I mean, I no longer cut my hair; I get it shaved. But I used to get my hair cut. I used to feel like, whoa! All of a sudden, I just perked up. But this is not about me; it's about you. So I guess what's the connection you've seen between once they are styled and they step up? What's the connection you've seen someone's self confidence go up a couple of notches?
Well, let me dial it back a little bit. I'm not only am I a custom clothier, but I'm also a barber by trade. So I've seen where the evolution of a haircut starts with your confidence. And so I'm taking men from head to toe, everything that they need in between. Um, the bridge that crosses those two is when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you're going to exude that confidence in any room or setting that you're in. And again, what we do is it's like a suit of armor that's totally made just for you. There's no one in the world that has a body shape like yours, so that it's going to fit you to a T. It's your measurements, it's 30 plus measurements. And that's the basis of what comes with it. When you see a man who walks in well dressed, well manicured, well defined, haircut, beard trim, even nails clipped, all of those things are markers and identifiers to the marketplace that this is a person who takes pride in their appearance. And so that confidence exudes from the internal to the external. And it actually even makes you feel better. I've been in settings where I've gone into a bank wearing a jogging suit one day, and the very next day with my suit on, I get a total different reception from the people in the bank. So it's all
Mm.
about how you look, how you carry yourself. Swag is a word that has been out for a while, but style is the number one word that really makes the difference.
It's all about, like you said, the style or the swag that you have. Um,
Absolutely.
for someone that's listening right now and saying, "Man, I love what I'm hearing," it sounds like BT's had the perfect life. He worked with his grandmother, was able to learn this art and this craft. He's helping people change their life. Shay, I'm curious: is there ever a time that he's had a setback? Was there ever a challenge in his life? And if so, what has he been through that has allowed him to not only go through something challenging, not only have the self confidence, but bounce back? So I guess the question I'm asking is, have you ever had a challenge or a setback in your business or life? If so, what was it, if you want to share it? And how did you be able to bounce back from it?
So I'll give you two, one of each. One is a personal setback, and then on the other side will be a business setback. Personal setback, the challenge in the relationship with my children after my divorce. That setback took me in a place where I was wiped out. I didn't even really want to be here anymore. And I don't mean it from a terminal standpoint or anything long term, but just that temporary feeling of lack of self worth, lack of value, lack of confidence, and feeling like a failure. So that was a personal assault that kind of took me under. The way that I bounced back from that was self improvement. Got into the gym, started back working out, started back eating right, started back becoming the best version of myself. And guess what? Still failing, getting it wrong, trying to get it right. But anyway, nonetheless, that setback has proven to be something I still work on. I still work on the relationship with my children. But one thing that God has done, and I'll say this is just orchestrated, is made me. I'm a grandfather of two now. So the some of
Congratulations.
the times that I've missed, thank you so much. And if you watch my social media, you'll see me with my grandsons, at least the older of the two. That right there has been like the joy of my life being a grandfather because it gives you a second chance, again, to make that first impression. But let's go on to the business side. During COVID, our company took a major hit. People weren't meeting in person. A lot of the meetings were over Zoom. No one was going into the office. So we took a major hit. And not only that, once we came back, a lot of people weren't spending the money that they would before, as as easily as they would. So there is a one of the bounce backs now. What is helping us now is that there is an uptick in men's fashion, in men's style, and a lot of people are feeling more comfortable spending the money that they would have before, or that they wouldn't before. The market right now is kind of catered towards gentlemen who have disposable incomes, and because there are so many business professionals and industry leaders in the marketplace, they have that income to be able to invest in themselves. And a part of that original investment is your appearance. So one of the ways that we've bounced back from that is to rescale. What I mean by that is because we're in a digital space now, we've had to relaunch. So we went from Blueberry Royale, originally established in 2008, to BR Bespoke, something a little wittier, a little more conducive to the market. And we have a new website, we have a new app, we have a new whole digital presence. And if you look at my page, you'll see a lot of those features in what we're doing now. So it's just a matter of taking some of those setbacks and turning it into our favor and making it work for our good, and learning the difference in the market now.
Congratulations, by the way. Bounce back is not easy, but you made it to come back and
It's
adjust to the market. Sounds like you really enjoy what you're doing now from what we're hearing. As you shared those stories, I was curious, or at least I am curious. What do you enjoy most about what you're doing these days?
wow. So again, from the professional standpoint, I love what I'm doing because I love engagement with men. I loved the camaraderie that we have, and just seeing a gentleman's whole aura and presence light up once he puts that suit on for the first time. We capture the measurements, and then there's a 4 to 6 week waiting period for the deliverables, and then when he comes in and it fits perfect to his body shape and everything. It's just seeing that glow on his face. It's the same as a guy coming in scruffy, needing a haircut, and sending him out on his way, and he's clean and polished. So just seeing that transition is what makes a difference for me. And even in my personal life, there are things that I have my own goals. I like my suit to fit a certain way, so that means I've got to keep my body at a certain level. It means I have to work out, eat differently, and all of those things go into better lifestyle, longevity, discipline, routines. All of those things just make a big difference in how the outcome of everything is. So
And you talked about your grandkids earlier. You talked about your business, talked about your grandmother, talked about, congratulations getting back into the gym. What does success look like for you these days? What does it feel like?
one word, but I'll give it from two vantage points. Success looks like legacy for me now. It's no longer about Brian Tulane or B Tulane as an individual. It's about what I leave for, as we spoke about, my grandchildren. What I can leave as an inheritance. All of this that has been built is no longer just for me. Is what can I leave for them? What can I sow again into them? Because now I have an opportunity to be a steward of some lives, and so that's what legacy looks like for me. That's what, yeah, everything. That's what it looks like. It looks like legacy for me.
Legacy is important, by the way. When you're not out saving the world, helping them look good, helping them feel good, helping them have more confidence and really do the things they want to do, what
Hmm.
do you do for fun when you're not hanging out with
Oh
your
my goodness.
grandchildren?
Oh man, I love to go. I love jazz. I love to go to concerts. I like horseback riding. Of course, I like cycling. Like I said before, I love working out. I love engagement with men. I have a nonprofit that I had to take a step from and come back to dealing with fatherhood engagement. So I love the whole camaraderie around manhood.
What type of clients are you looking to work with these days, if any? And the second part of that question is going to be, how can folks best connect with you as we come down the home stretch? What's the website they should go to? What should they do if they want to get an assessment with you? What's the next steps?
So I'll go with how to contact me. One of the best ways is to go to brbespoke.com. The letter B, the letter R, bespoke.com. That's our new website. And if you want to reach me directly via phone, 919-212-3700. Very easy number to remember. My Instagram is B period TOULAN. Facebook is just my name, Brian Hines. The
Okay.
client that I'm looking for,
Yes, tell us
any
that.
male or female. And while I'm saying this, let me sidebar real quick. The fastest growing population that I'm dealing with right now is business professional women who want to wear suits. That has been the largest and fastest uptick that I've seen in coming back into professionals going back into the office. Women are like, hey, not only do I want to, feel good, smell good, but I also want to look good. So I have a lot of uh, female clients that are kind of coming into this whole market of sartorial looking aesthetics. But my client is a business professional, the everyday guy. We work with everyone from I have guys who are just gym rats and like to work out, and then I have guys who are business professionals, like I said, in the marketplace. Some are into investments, some are into development, property management, property development. So it just there's a total plethora of the client that I deal with.
Congratulations, man. You're making a difference in the world. You're one person I got a chance to meet in person. Many times I don't get a chance to meet
Yes,
folks, but you and I got a chance to have eye to eye contact, man, which is pretty cool down in Raleigh. As we come down the
yes.
home stretch, I want you to say the final comment for someone that's listening right now and they're like, man, what's one word of advice that he would give to me who want to look good and feel good? I'm going to suggest one, you contact BT, but if you had to leave with a final thought, what's your final words for someone that's watching right now?
The final word for the one word that keeps me motivated: determination. Regardless of any pitfall, regardless of any failure, regardless of anything that you've been through, remain determined not to stay there, not to sleep there, not to, if you decide, hey, I want a vacation for a day or so, cool, but don't make it your residency. I believe in being determined.
Be
That's it.
determined.
That's my word.
I love it.
Determined.
Thanks so much for being on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. Can't wait to connect with you again soon.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
thank
Thank you,
you.
Chet.
Thank you. You're welcome. And thank you. Thank you to viewers. Thank you for tuning in, by the way, because without you, we just don't have a show. So thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Continue to show in, continue to be a part of this. And I'll see every single one of you on the next episode. God bless and keep doing God's work. We out. Peace, everybody.